Greetings. Welcome to Little Discovery Corner. It's Friday, and I decided, since it's Feminine Side Day, I decided to try this new deck I got, Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Let's see what we get. Okay, so the energy I've been feeling today is very frazzled and chaotic and tiring. So that could be kind of describe the situation you're in right now, like your energy surrounding your life, something you're trying to navigate through. Yeah, even having trouble shuffling these cards. Okay. Six of Cups, okay. Ten of Swords, okay. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. Wow, okay, you were in this happy place celebrating, and it came to an end, and you're stuck in a place of lack. Whether financially or energetically or both. All right, this is kind of like in a energy, maybe you were in an energy of being in like a stubborn place, focused on coming out on top monetarily or energetically or both. And now you're trying to bring in a new energy to, say, I think this feminine energy. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, you're feeling under judgment for the energy you were in the past. You were in the past. And then there's been a tower, a big shakeup to like whatever you were living in previously, what like mentality, old habits, cycles. Between the Tower and the Ten of Swords, it's, a previous way of thinking, previous way of life has come to an end. And you want to move forward. You're thinking about this energy. And yes, you want to send a message. You want to move towards this person, but you are burdened with past actions. And this is trying to run from all of this catching up with you. I think that applies to some people. Oh yeah, and ending up in a place of lack after the situation with this person who you view as a happy ending ended in a heartbreak. And you're realizing, you're coming to understandings about it, having epiphanies about it, which is this Tower, this judgment regarding your old mentality. Yeah. It's like this is the happy ending in which your cup would have been running over in celebration, but that all came to an end. Yeah. Your feelings, a place that would have been true, honest depth in feelings and healing, emotional healing. Okay. Go with my elemental empath. And apologies if you can hear my kid talking in the background. Confirmation of interference, energetic interference, someone trying to distract you, perhaps, or different situations trying to keep you distracted and slow down what you feel like you need to do. Honor phases, respect where you are, self-care, sync with cycles. Okay, I guess maybe respect that a certain cycle has reached its end. That's not to say a new cycle couldn't begin at some point in the future, but this is where your situation is at right now. So part of moving forward is making your peace with it, with the ending. Taking the lessons from the epiphanies you're having, choice, life direction, flow, how to respond, consequences. Oh, that fits right in. Perhaps an old mentality you were operating out of. Choices you might have made that you're having realizations about. And yeah, they've got the moon phases again, so it's like you gotta just kind of like accept that the way the cookie is crumbling for you is just the consequences of certain choices, certain decisions, certain directions that maybe you're looking back as with, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you just have to accept what happened, what choices were made, and acknowledge that you made choices that led you to where you are, into a heartbreak energy. And that's all about learning to take accountability. True self, connect to soul, heed inner guidance, purify energy. Okay, and that's all about, the judgment card came up, and yeah, accepting the consequences of your past choices. And once you take accountability, accept where you are, and accept that you have to accept that this is where you are now, this is the situation you're in, and the situations, your old cycles have ended, old connections have ended, then you can move forward. That's definitely a step in listening to your inner self, your higher self, so you can move on to new cycles and move on to calmer waters. Perspective. All right, this comes up before, and taking wisdom from the ending of these cycles that you may be having trouble accepting the end of, and understanding to, like, maybe how another side, maybe this connection you are in heartbreak over, maybe involves stepping back, as I've mentioned before, kind of trying to view the situation from an outsider. And this character is looking with binoculars over at this tower. It's like kind of trying to see things from a bird's eye view, kind of trying to see something from, say, another person's perspective. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. This kind of ties in with the Three of Cups, and that's taking some support where you can get it, guidance from trusted friends who can give you as objective as possible opinion and thoughts on your situation and where they think you should go next, or maybe where you went wrong if you need some outsider's perspective, and what you can do going forward. And that can also include possibly hired help from some sort of professional counselor if you feel you might need it. But recruiting some sort of objective third party could help you work through confusions and regrets, doubts. Ooh, fits right in with the Three of Swords, the broken heart card. You are not your wounds. All right, connecting to your true self and reflecting on the past choices that may have led you into a place where you did not want to be, and reflecting, maybe thinking back with some regrets, possibly. You may be realizing that certain choices were made out of like a wounded soul energy, like going back to like maybe you were badly heartbroken by your first love, and it caused you to be suspicious of everyone you connect with romantically, or maybe there's like wounds going back to your childhood, dealing with your caregivers that kind of put you in a certain mentality and maybe motivated you to act a certain way that you're now seeing as, they say, King of Wands energy, which tends to be stubborn, prideful, can be possibly arrogant, ignoring others' perspectives and feelings. Broken dreams also fits in with the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Oh my gosh, this fits in what I was talking about yesterday, the egg pulling apart. Now this woman looks sad, but in the light of this, which was what I was talking about yesterday, which kind of gave me like a rebirth sensation, I think you're realizing the way you were looking at the world was not as wasn't as rosy as you thought it was. Wasn't as healthy as you thought it was. You're realizing there's cracks. There's in the way it's broken. You know, the past energy you were operating out of was unhealed. It caused, and also in the same, like to double use these metaphors here, it caused things to break. And now that, this person is left looking at themselves in the mirror and not crazy about what they see. They see fractures and they see broken glass. And they see this shattered egg. But in light of what I was talking about yesterday, is that you can take that shattered egg as an opportunity for growth, like examining past choices, past behaviors, old wounds, processing old wounds, letting yourself think about them, understand them, feel any negative emotions that bubble up or that they trigger, letting yourself feel them, really feel them. Acknowledge you're allowed to have those feelings, and so you can process them, feel them, let them go. And that's how you work on healing old wounds and old patterns. And take your lessons learned. Accepting everything that's happened, accepting your journey, your life journey, and finding perspective and seeing how it's challenging you to become a better person, to change and grow and start a new cycle. Okay, I think I'll go with the angel numbers to close out. Anything going forward? Trustful. 222. Your angels asked you to trust your place in life right now. Oh, it is. Can't make it up. All fits in. All lining right up. You're in the right place at the right time. Time to take a look around and enjoy the moment. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Think of one thing you need to let go of so you can enjoy the moment. Give that thing gratitude, then send it off into the universe. Picture it evaporating into thin air. It's no longer something you need to concern yourself with. Okay, so gratitude can be for whatever epiphanies you've had, tower events. You can thank yourself for suddenly being able to see things clearly so that you can accept where you are right now and trust that you are in the right place. And if you can thank yourself for being able to see things clearly, see things from another perspective, see like wounds that need to be healed within yourself, then that's all about reaching a place of acceptance, which is, if you think about the grief process, you let yourself go through. You can kind of observe that within yourself when you going through the grief process at the ending of something, a cycle in life, like sadness, anger, denial, bargaining, and acceptance, the last stage. You say they don't always happen in that order. People don't always go through all of them, but I ended certain cycles in life. There was a major cycle which led me into my spiritual awakening, in which I definitely went through at least all of them at least once, all those first four, several times, until I finally had to push myself, dig deep, dig up all the old feelings that were still bubbling up, let myself really feel them so I can let them go, release them into the world. Let them go. Let go of whatever you need to. Maybe negative feelings bogging you down. Don't suppress them. Don't try to deny them. Don't try to brush past them. Let them come up. Acknowledge them. Let yourself feel them so you can let it go and accept where you are right now and appreciate that it's a learning opportunity in life to grow spiritually and emotionally. Interesting. 333. Equilibrium, nurture the mind, body, and spirit connection. All right, that ties in with purify your energy, connect to soul, heed inner guidance. All right, listen to your higher self and listen to your body if you need rest. What area of your life feels out of alignment? Get a meditation practice going. Embark on a workout routine. Finally, start that vision board. Look at the areas of your life where you're not fully rounded out and self-correct. So if you say you do a lot of very active, high contact sport in your spare time, maybe try some yoga or some Tai Chi, something, a little calmer to help balance out. Or even just get out on a nature trail and take a long walk to help clear your thoughts. One more. Faith-filled. The inspiration is divine. Take actual steps toward your inspired thoughts. That fits right in with inner guidance. And the Judgment card, the Ace of Swords, all of those ideas and spiritual downloads you've been having are from a higher power. Journal about a dream you have, then list three steps you can take today toward making it a tangible reality. Remember that the smallest steps are the most important. What was it? I think it was an old Taoist saying. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, or starts with a single step. So if you realizing you need to make a change in life, write that down. Write down where you want to be, where you want to end up, how you want your life to look different, and maybe a few concrete steps you can take to get started. All right, I hope that has helped someone out there today. I will see you next time. Happy Friday.